Good morning students. As discussed in pre-learning video, today we are going to see how to write input statements. The purpose of input statement is we can get the input from the user during the execution time. Okay. So in earlier program, for example, taking sum of two numbers. So now our purpose is to find sum of two numbers. So in earlier, how will you write program? We will declare two variables int a, b and int c to store the output. Next to these statements, we will simply assign values to variable a and variable b. Okay, so in this way, we had written the programs earlier without using input statements. But now, today, we are going to use input statements. See, as usual, we should write everything inside the class. So, class add and then we should write our coding in public static void main method, because main method is the starting point of compiler. From this place the compiler will start executing. Okay, now what is the next statement? So hope now you could tell me one by one the statements we learned in our earlier session. So what is this statement? This statement is called as declaration statement. Declaration statement. So one more point I just want to explain you in this time. So see here, I have written declaration statement using forward slash. Two forward slash I have used to write the declaration statement. So what is this line is called as? This line is called as comment. So comment in Java program is non-executable statement, which means that the compiler will interpret one by one, line by line, every line in your program. It will change it to some other object form, but the compiler won't touch this portion. If it finds a symbol forward double forward slash, then it mark it as a comment and it will not execute such portion. That's the speciality of comment. So comment is added by the user to make someone to understand your coding. So for example, now I am using this declaration statement as a comment because as a beginner of Java program, you should know this line is a declaration statement. So for your understanding, I am adding this comment. Keep it in mind, comments are non-executable statements in Java. And similarly, this is also a declaration statement. So next to it, I am adding one user interface. Now I am asked the user to enter two numbers for doing addition. Okay. So now after reading this line, the user will try to enter an input from keyboard. Okay. So for that, if the user types something in keyboard, I have to receive in my program. So how I have to receive in my program? So for that, I am taking the help of input statement. See here, scanner is a class which will scan the keyboard input system in your input device in your system, and it will fetch the value from the keyboard. So that's what the class scanner is used. So for a class I have declared an object in and which is equal to new. Now by using this new operator, it will allocate memory for this object in, and then I'm simply calling it system.in. So after this statement, now the system scanner is readily listen to the keyboard for the input given by the user. Okay, this is what the use of scanner class. And for using this scanner predefined class, first of all you should include one package. See here, so for using scanner class only, I have included this package import java.util.star, because I have called, see, by using this object in, I called a method nextIntOf. So all these nextIntOf method and all the class relevant predefined instructions are available inside java.util package. So that's why if you want to use these, you should include this library in your program. Okay. Next, so how many input I want to get from user? Two input. So in which variable we are going to store that value? A and B. So first A is equal to in dot next int of. So what it means that the scanner will receive input from the keyboard, and whatever it is reading, those will be changed to integer. Okay, and it will store in the variable A. Similarly B. So now the two different inputs are get from the user, and what is the logic to be performed here? So see, this is called as assignment statement. What is this statement? Assignment statement. Assignment statement. And this is comment line. So what I am typing in double forward slash, it's called as comment line, single line comment line. So there is another flavor called multi-line comment is also available. I'll explain you later. See, this is output statement. So whatever you want, you will print on the screen. So enter two numbers will be displayed on the screen. So it is called as output statement. So I have written the logic. C is equal to A plus B. So logic. And so this is assignment, and also come input statement. We are actually getting input from the user. So input statement. So hope you now understand the different types of statements available in Java, and also the comments, and the operator we are used is plus arithmetic operator. And at last I am displaying the value addition of two numbers are. So in which variable it is stored? C. Now the program is written. You just compile the program. After compiling, you have to run the program. How will you run? Right click and then run your coding. So after run your coding, you will get this terminal output screen. See, as written in program, it is asking the user to enter the two numbers. See, in bottom we are having a box. Type input and press enter to send to program. So if you type, for example, I am typing 45. So it is sending to program. Now one more variable, because I am going to add two values. So 67. So now see the output, addition of two numbers are 112. So in this way, by using input statements, we can add two numbers, and we are now getting input from the user. During the runtime, we have got the input from the user. Hope you understand the purpose of input statements. We will discuss other concepts in next session. Thank you, children.